Hello, thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to The Encourager. My name is Nehru. So I've been fasting for the last 36 hours or so. I've not eaten anything. Just turmeric tea and water. There are times and moments and realizations in life that come and they really shake you up. So, yesterday, was 5/3. And on April 31st, I think, or April 30th, there were a couple of occasions where Most High pointed out May 8th and 9th to me, and I wrote those things down in my journal. I'm still rattled and still crying. Because I realize some pretty serious things, at least for me. So it's difficult to even say, I guess, when you really do it, you know. When you really surrender to the outcome, when you really have no expectation. And you really release control. I'm not happy about reaching this conclusion. But I don't have a choice. Since going through the dark night of the soul and several awakenings since then, I believe I've come to see something that perhaps is an independent person's greatest challenge. So, I have a massive headache. And no doubt it's just from crying. I cried the entire day yesterday. Just releasing. It's not the way I prefer to do it, but more and more, I'm realizing I don't have as much say-so as I thought. And again, for someone who's so fiercely independent, that is it's not something that goes over very well with me. I struggle with going back and forth about I don't anymore. About free will and predestined plan and all that. Now I believe less in free will today. Wasn't like that 3 days ago. Well, yeah. I really don't believe we have free will. And if we do, we only have it up to a certain point, and then at that point, once you say yes, the universe says okay, and commences to stripping you down to nothing. Another baffling part about this journey for me is me me being so intuitive, and still going through this process, just shows me that there's no real getting it right. It's just a continuance of adjustments. It's just, there's no getting it right or wrong. It's just making adjustments along the way. And that's bothering me for some reason. I guess getting out of the mental concept of an end goal in mind. We're always taught to have goals, to set this mark and then pursue it, and to have this picture in mind and in this end picture, and we're told to pursue that. But I've always known that spiritually there is no end goal. I've always known that. I think my disappointment is knowing that all that I've been through in this lifetime that the winner circle is short-lived, and even as you celebrate that victory, the enemy is plotting, and so you don't get to retire. Your rest is supposed to come when you surrender. I don't remember the last time I cried myself to sleep. It was probably during the dark night of the soul. That was 2 years ago. So there is something called self-flagellation. And since going through the dark night of the soul, I've been dealing with that. And it is during these times when another part of something that no longer serves my good, a thought process, a concept, a process, a ritual. It could be anything. When it's time for it to die, for me, a lot of this has to deal with the ego. And that the Adamic nature of the first Adam Jesus is the second Adam, in case you are wondering. My ancestors are talking to me right now about something about through the annals of time, and so since going through the dark night of the soul, I've been dealing with that, and I think this is my third time really confronting that, and since the dark night of the soul. For those of you who you've probably already looked it up while you were you may have looked it up while you were listening to this, but that is self-harming yourself in order to participate in the sacrificing of yourself, in the energetic going through that, to feel that as Christ felt it, is the reason why people do that. At least the spiritual, they do it for spiritual reasons. So again, that started after my dark night of the soul, and I don't know. I've dealt with it better this time around for sure, and I'm proud of myself for that. One of the most difficult things I've ever done, and one of the most difficult things I'll ever do. There are two things that you will find if you have not found out already. There's going to be two life lessons that will break you down to your core. I mean, that will actually crack your foundation. And have you licking the ground. For those of you who are aware of what it means when a dog licks the wall or the glass, constantly, that's a neurological thing. There's so that's why I use the analogy of licking the ground. Until you're brought to that point, I don't really think I'm not sure what else matters, You could reach that point when you're 20, 30, 80, whenever. whenever you reach that point. Sooner the better. Once you say yes, you relinquish control. Control of the outcome, control of the process. You relinquish control of timing. You can you give up all of your rights when you say whatever rights you think you have. When you say yes. I thought we had free will. I thought I got to choose whether or not I wanted this journey. Thought I got to choose. But I got it wrong. So today is the 4th of May, and I don't know what's in store for the day. I'm just broken and broken down. Yeah, I thought we had a choice. At least I don't. So I'm dealing with accepting the truth about being one of billions and trillions of pawns in whatever this is. And again, it doesn't make me happy. But I am not the one in control. I am the one who thought he was in control. But I am. I'm not in control. kind of feel like I've really gone completely around already. Or not already again. Just a full 360, not even a 180. I feel like I just started at one point, went all the way around everything, the concepts, the thoughts, the considerations, the dying, the purging, the whatever, the aligning, the whatever, and then I'm brought right back to where it was. Normally you want to make change in life and it's a 180, but I feel like I'm really just kind of back at the beginning again. With nothing, with no expectation, with nothing, just the faith I have, and a desire to please the Creator. I'm so drained, I'm just tired. I really do feel like my entire there's a lot to say, but I feel like it's just really kind of pointless to even talk about, because it's already written. The beginning, the end, it's already written. And I really have come to the conclusion that I die daily. Just got the image of a meat tenderizer, the old-fashioned meat tenderizer that was shaped kind of like a hammer, like a mini mallet. And I just see Pata just whacking me with that. So I've been broken down, tenderized. Nothing matters really, except for today. So I've given all of my expectations and all of that. I've gotten rid of all those things. There's just it's like a vacant, kind of like a vacant warehouse building. One day it's up, it's thriving, and the machines are moving and conveyor belts and everything's, and then one day, and then the next day, not one day, just the next day, you come back, there are no cars in the parking lot, no one's there, all the equipment's dusty, and it's like no one's been there in ages, and it's just empty, and there's no life there, you're just standing there, and it's just completely quiet, and it's just you standing in this space, and you're just standing there. There's nothing to do. There's no electricity to the place. It's the complete opposite of what it was just a day ago. Through the pain of yesterday, and I don't know how to manifest, and without an expectation. That's something I'm gonna have to learn, I guess. Don't have an expectation of an outcome or income. Don't have an expectation. You don't. Okay? Or at least I'm not going to. This life up to this point, this lifetime, it has not been what I thought. And I've remained optimistic through some challenging situations. And even though I've risen, I still feel as if I just realized this life is not my own. And I need to be okay surrendering, and I need to be okay when things I need to not set a specific expectation or attach myself to one, because the likelihood of things not going the way that you expect them to is great. In fact, just because of the way that just because of the way that life teaches us lessons, you are almost guaranteed that it's not going to go the way you expect. And to me, that makes life really, really hard. I thought I was faithful. Thought I was doing good. To some degree, I guess. I have been. Yeah, just not as I thought. So, I'm going to continue to take my rest today. But, yeah, I'm done. Done with expectations. Done with manifesting specific things. Just again, just becoming more like water, and just I asked for this. I asked for it. As for the hardest journey, I wanted the most difficult. Things that had been floating out in the ethers for ages that were still undone. You probably did too, unknowingly, or at least not known to you until recently, perhaps. So everything is scrapped. I don't know really where the beginning is from the ending, and that's what I mean by the 360. Because I originally came to the Father 17 years ago. Back to the Father. And I 100% gave in and told him yes. I would never turn around no matter what. And I know it now. And that's the dedication. That's the commitment that he's looking for. But it's taken everything. Everything in me and everything I had. No one likes feeling used and disregarded. No one likes feeling like their opinion doesn't matter. And while in man's mind those things might matter for legal reasons and things, so I do in some way believe that sometimes the collective, we're just, I don't know. I can only speak for myself. Let me do that. Just feel like, again, that we're just, we get fucked sometimes, you know? And it's the price of saying I do. And I mean that in every, it's a gamble you take. And you really have to. If you want to fulfill the contracts that you're here to fulfill. So I continue to die today. I have so many issues with this process. I feel like I waste my fucking time if I sit there and manifest things, desires, only to come to find out that there's been a detour that fucks my mind up. Because I don't understand how someone can be faithful and they be the ones that get fucked over. I don't understand that. Oh, so with the self-flagellation, then, so my Egyptian and Greco-Roman ancestry, and I have both, that was, those two cultures were two that were practiced that more so, or believed in that, again as a way of connecting to Christ and the crucifixion more so. And again, I only dealt with this since going through the dark night of the soul, as a way of purging and pulling out whatever demonic energy, spirit that I've laid hold of that's trying to pull me wherever. I don't like things being in a flux. I like order, structure, and stuff. Surrender. surrender all to thee, my blessed Creator. I surrender all. I surrender all. I surrender all, because you love me and you know me. I surrender all. Most High placed a scroll in my left hand yesterday, or my ancestors, someone did. So what does this mean, I guess, for me? It means there really is no choice. And being someone who's, I don't know where Libra is in my chart, but being someone who's such a huge justice and freedom advocate, I don't know how I'm going to get over not having the freedom to choose. But being made to do something. I'm not dealing with that well, and I don't think I will for some time. I guess there are just those who don't have a choice. Or again, once we say yes, we don't have a choice. An option, so you don't have a color choice. Once you say I do, you don't get to pick out the street that your address is on. You don't get to pick out where you go. You don't. When you say yes, I really feel like Most High is, and I know it's not. It's just my whatever continuing to leak out. But I really feel like, in some way, Most High is like, yeah, motherfucker. And I know that's not divine source's energy, but that's what I feel like. I feel like I waste a lot of time manifesting that I really manifesting certain outcomes and wasn't really necessary. Because first of all, I didn't get those outcomes anyway in those situations. And that's what you have to be okay with. That's why you can't be attached. That is such a bad thing. I don't know how to deal with hopes and dreams. I don't know. I'm starting over, so I don't have an answer. Maybe the only real dreams and goals we really have are those that we come here with. Maybe all the other, maybe all the other stuff doesn't matter. I have a goal to save $10,000. I don't know. Is that written in the Lamb's Book of Life, like, for you to save $10,000? I want to have 3 kids. I don't know. That's fine, but is it written? I want to travel here and go there and do that and see this. That's good, and those are some good places, nice places on this planet to share your energy with. But is it written? Is it written? So divine source, universe, and ancestors. I'm broken down, broken up. As I continue to allow the surgery to be done. Whatever this advanced procedure is. I die daily. There are some who he does not let get away. There are some who can't say no. There are some who do not get to escape. To relieve themselves of this. Tying up of loose ends or something, I don't know. Maybe that's what someone's doing. I'm just out of it, just out of gas, just drained. Tired of seeing Oasis. guess the next thing to change is being thankful for being here. Because I'm not. So I guess that's the next thing to change. And I haven't been thankful for being here in a long time. I'm not. So yeah, I guess that's the next thing. Self-time, my Lord. I don't have a say-so or anything, so just continue to work on me. There's nothing I can do. So I'll get beyond this too. Somehow, some way. Just like all the other ones. I'm going to continue to die. Becoming very dead. So yeah, just know that you really don't have a choice once you say yes, okay? And in that way it is very much like a marriage. Which is another thing. I'm gonna have to get married. Again, I thought I had a choice. But based on dreams and things that I've already had, I don't. And I have to acknowledge that. So I do. Today I really wish I wasn't living this life. I really wish this wasn't my journey, but it is. And this is a type of death. Another. And there'll be another. And that is the debilitating thought. Is that you're never done. I used to pride myself on getting things done. But never done. I forgot for a minute that it was even recording. I kind of zoned out. Thinking about how I can disappear. But I can't. Because he is there everywhere. So I wish I didn't have to get married. I wish I didn't have to bring another child into this world, or be a part of bringing another child into this world. I wish I didn't have to, but that's what Most High's plan is. I wish I could live the way I want to. But I said yes. So I don't get to live the way I want to. You don't get to call the shots once you say yes. And it's ironic because you become more powerful. You become stronger. But not for your free will. So not my will, but your will. I thought I was already in perfect alignment, but I wasn't. I thought. Me being faithful to the platform was enough. To the listeners. Being kind to those around me. Easily forgiving. Not holding grudges. It's not enough. So, yeah, I'm into self-control and expectation of outcomes. None of it matters. I think it was Lauren Hill who said nothing really matters. Really do wish I could just go home now. This journey here has been difficult. And I know a lot of what I'm feeling and a lot of what the collective is feeling is a collection of ages and lifetimes of giving and loving and supporting and changing and dying and ascending and dying again. And right now, I just really wish I had not volunteered or signed that contract. I understand today being thankful for the day for this one reason, because that's where you are. That is the single only reason to be thankful for the day. If you were somewhere else, on another planet, in another dimension, you would be thankful for that. So I'm not thankful for the day because it's another day on Earth that actually does not excite me. I am thankful for the day because it's where I am. Thank you, ancestors and angels and everyone. Everyone who is helping me. That has helped me, regardless of what lifetime it was or how you might have been a lesson. One of the teachers in a pair of pants or a skirt that showed up several times because I didn't get it. Thank you. Thank you, Lucifer. Thank you, Satan, devil. Thank you, Jezebel. Thank you, Azazel. I wish I could find a cave, but I'm called to be out in front. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I have a headache.